and the Lord shall utter his voice before his army. For his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of the Lord is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?
All praises to the Most High, man. First off, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahawah, right? The brother Yahweh, brother almighty in the spirit. That's right. And we're going to keep rolling on with it, right? So, it's a lot of stuff going on in this world right now, man. Right? You got wars going on in the so-called Middle East, right? You got the nations rising up, right? Against nations, man, right? We seen what happened last week, right? Right? The so-called Palestinians came marching, right? But one thing that really bothered me last week, man, right, about that whole situation is to see our people marching with our enemies, man. That's right. Right? Right? So we go kind of speak on that topic, man. Right? Shalom, what's going on, brother? All praises, all praises. You know your nationality, right?
Yes, sir.
What's your name?
I'm commissioned first.
What's that?
Commission is the ancient word for Kemet, or Alkebula.
Wait, hold on, brother. You just came up saying Shalom, and now you talking about some Kemet. What's going on with that?
I said Shalom. That means peace.
Right, we know what that means, but
you know.
But so, why would you coming up saying Shalom, but now you talking about you in the Egyptology?
Well, we derive everything on this earth. You know that, right?
Right, but
so everything comes from us.
You're right. That's scriptural too.
We can use slang.
Right. Let me get Jeremiah 51 and 19. You're right. Let me get the book of Galatians chapter
it's good to see y'all.
4 and 26. Go to 4 and 26. Listen to this, brother. Yeah, 51 and 19. 51 and 19.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, because you said we form everything, right? We start everything, right? Everything come from us, right?
Everything came from us first. Hey, however, I did not speak on the pagans and heathens now. Know that. I didn't speak up for the pagans and heathens. Those are totally Edomites, all of that. That's totally different.
Hold on, real quick, brother. Read what you got.
This is the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 19. Right? 51. 51. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 19. The portion of Jacob is not like them.
Right, because the so-called Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans is God's chosen people according to the Bible. So the Lord said we not like the nations, right?
Go a little bit slower, because it's kind of muffled.
All right, read that again, brother. Start from the top, read it a little slow.
The book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 51 and verse 19.
You got that, right?
The portion of Jacob is not like them.
Right, so the Lord is saying that
we are different.
Right, the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are different from everybody else, right?
Sam, Ham, and Japheth. We are totally different.
Right, so read on.
For he is the former.
Is the what?
He is the former.
So the Lord is saying we are the creators of what?
Of all things.
Of what?
Of all things.
Of what?
Of all things.
Right, so I know the so-called white man, right? He might tell you that he came out and invented everything that you see, right?
But we invented paper.
Right, we invented everything, brother. That's what the Lord's saying.
Civilization.
Right? That's what the Lord's saying. We are the creators of everything on this earth, right?
Yeah.
But you came up talking about, what you got? What's that? No, we gonna read that after election. Listen to this, brother.
Hey, Yashawan. Yes, sir. Hey, brother, listen. What the young brother is trying to explain to you is this: is that you wasn't disrespectful at all the way you came up here. Matter of fact, you was very pleasant when you came up here. Okay, but the reason why the brother was asking you what he was saying to you is that you mixed up two things here. You said shalom, okay, which is a Hebrew, okay, phrase, okay, which means peace. Absolutely, you gotta listen up now. Then you came back around and then you said something again about Egyptology. You said something about Kemet, okay, which is two different things. And what the young prince right here is trying to explain to you is that most of the black people that live here in the United States, okay, through North, Central, and South America, they are sadly mistaken and they're confused, okay, on two different things. The Africans, okay, which consists of 4 different nations, okay, the so-called black man, okay, the black man, black woman, okay, West Indian, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Dominican, all the way down to the Mexicans, okay, we don't consist, okay, what is considered, okay, is the Africans over there, which is what, Hamitic. The 4 different nations that came out of Ham was the Egyptians, the Ethiopians, there you go, the Cushites, and the Canaanites, okay, which are the South Africans. But the so-called black man, which the young king is going to explain to you, okay, is that the so-called black man here in America and the rest of the people on the sign right here, we have no parts of the Africans. We're not African. We're not Kemetic. Okay, we're not part of the Egyptians. That's what the brother is trying to explain to you. Even though, hold your peace down, brother. Okay, because you're a very intelligent brother. The people that was brought over here, hey sis, how you feeling? The people that was brought over here, okay, on cargo slave ships, okay, back in the 14, 15, 16, 17, and 1800s, okay, are from the children of Israel, Judah, all the way down to the children of Israel. We have nothing in common, okay, with the so-called Africans other than they sold us, okay, in the 1600s during the time of King Dahomey over here to America, okay? The bloodlines are different, brother. It's a difference between the children of Israel and the children of Egypt. It's a difference between the children of Israel and the children of the Ethiopians. Are we getting, we understand?
Yes, sir. Haile Selassie was an Ethiopian.
That's right.
And then what you seeing in our faces is Native American mix.
Absolutely, brother.
That's why the high cheek.
Absolutely. You on the point. You on the point.
I just wanted to hear y'all.
There you go. Hang around a little bit longer, okay? And like I said, the young prince gonna bring it out to you clear. But let me just make one thing clear to you. Read this out of the Bible dictionary real quick, okay? And you can get some understanding on this real clear, brother. Okay, before you bring it out, there you go. Read the definition on Ham, young prince. Okay, and we're gonna make it crystal clear to you. Come on.
All right, this out of the Compact Bible Dictionary.
Listen up real good. What's your name? Jordan. Ain't that a trip? Go ahead.
It says Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
The young Ham. This is what you were just speaking on. He's the youngest son of Noah.
Born probably about 96 years before the flood.
Are you familiar with the term of Noah and the flood, the thing that happened in the Bible?
Man, work for 100
There you go. There you go. Noah, okay, his sons and their wives, they was the only ones, okay, that made it through the flood.
And
there you go. And they was the ones who came back and repopulated the whole entire planet. Come on.
And one of 8 persons,
one of 8 people, Noah, his wife, and their wives and his sons, come on,
to live through the flood.
And they were the only peoples who repopulated the whole entire earth that lived through the flood. Come on.
He became the progenitor.
He became the father, okay, and that's not a myth either. Like a lot of these people going around talking about the flood of Noah, okay, and the Ark of the Covenant and things that happened in the Bible was a myth. That's not a myth. Just to see the rainbow in the sky, you want to know that that's not a myth, man, and that's true. Okay, that the Bible stands, that's right, that the Bible stands true. Now today people are saying double rainbows, meaning what? The second coming of Christ. Come on.
He became the progenitor.
He became the father, stay there, brother,
of the dark race.
Of the dark races. Okay, that's why people get it mixed up. That's why they get it mixed and screwed up. Okay, he became the father of the dark races, but not who?
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negroes, brother. Okay, that's where black people get it misconstrued at. Okay, the Pan-African movement by Head Johnson. That nigga got the biggest damn head I've ever seen in my damn life. All that head he got, and he still can't come to the conclusion. Yeah, Dr. Umar. Okay, all that head he got, and he still can't come to the conclusion. Okay, that we don't have nothing to do with the African nations. Okay, they was the ones who sold us into slavery. Okay, in the 1600s, along with the French, the British. Okay, along with the Arabs as well too. Come on. I'm gonna give you a chance to talk.
But the Egyptian.
But this is the father. Okay, this is who he became the father of. He said not the Negroes. He made that crystal clear. We're separate. Okay, from them. Come on.
But the Egyptians.
But the Egyptians, your homeboys. Come on. Ethiopians, Haile Selassie. You just mentioned them. Come on.
Libyans.
And the Libyans also. Come on.
And Canaanites.
And the Canaanites, the South Africans. Okay, it's a difference between the so-called black man and the other different dark nations that's over there in Israel. Okay, just like you got people in Alaska that got dark skin. You got people in Uganda. You got people, okay, in Rome, okay, that has dark skin. Okay, listen, hold on, brother. Okay, you got many trees that's in the forest, but brother, they ain't all the same. You got many animals that roam the earth, but they're of different species. That's what we're trying to get across. across to you, just because somebody got the same color skin, that doesn't make them the same. Trees, the oak tree got the same leaves as what? As maybe a cedar tree, okay, but they're not of the same lineage, okay? Humans, they're trees, okay, but they're different, they're separate, okay? They got different things. Deuteronomy 7:6, and I'm gonna break it on down. I'm gonna give it right back to you, Prince. Come on.
For thou art a holy people.
The Most High said this, Jordan. He said these people on the sign are holy people. Okay, talking about the nation of Israel. Ain't talking about nobody else. One word you mentioned, okay, which really piqued me, okay, was the word inventions. Okay, we invented every damn thing on this earth. Shoes, shirts, okay, cameras, telephones, okay, everything on this earth. Okay, it don't have nothing to do with the Africans. Let me hit you with this too. Okay, the only reason why the Egyptian empire was so great, okay, during the time of the pharaohs and Ramses II, that's right, because they had the slaves, okay, the children of Israel over there, okay, construction, okay, and evaluating and architecting everything. Okay, once the children of Israel left Egypt, okay, out of the Red Sea, Egypt died off. What the hell is, look, let me ask you a question, okay, what's so great about Egypt today? Ain't a damn thing. Okay, because you know why? The children of Israel left over 2,000 years ago, and they're over here in America. Give me Revelation 8 and 11. Okay, because they're over here. Okay, now let me ask you a question also. If Egypt was such a great society, okay, and it was such a great place, okay, what is so great? What has Egypt formed? Okay, and what's so great about Egypt? Okay, since the children of Israel left. Just like if the so-called black man and black woman was to leave the United States today, the United States would go belly up, man, overnight. Okay, because why? Because the children of Israel, okay, has left. Okay, read it from the top again. Don't call it, just read it.
For thou art a holy people.
The Most High said this, Jordan. He said, we are a holy people, not everybody. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto the Lord thy power. Okay, because nobody does it like us, man. You can't teach this to us. Okay, you can't teach what we do in the way that we made up the fabric and the spirit that we got. You can't teach that, man. You can't teach somebody like Mike Tyson to go around knocking people out and inventing things and stuff like that. And I'm gonna hit you with this too. The GPS system that you use every day, don't you know that was invented by a black woman that's still alive today by the name of Gladys Mae West? Okay, she lives down in Florida. Okay, today I spoke to the woman about a month ago, personally. Okay, you can't teach that in school. The gift and the spirit that the Most High put in the children of Israel, okay, we're the form of all things and form of all life. Go ahead, brother.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee.
The Most High said he chose us, go ahead,
to be a special people.
To be a special people, okay? Nobody on this planet, okay, is like us, that been through the hell and the captivity that we went through, and we're still forming things. Even in the current conditions that we're in, up under the COVID-19, we're still having fun. Okay, having TV shows like Versus, okay, and each other, man, we still entertaining. We form things out of nothing into something. That's the way we are. Look at the black societies that was back in the 1920s, okay, like Tulsa, Oklahoma. You had society, black communities, okay, in Detroit, that's right, brother, okay, and in New York as well, too, okay? Read on.
To be a special people.
To be a special people, go ahead.
Unto himself.
Unto himself, go ahead.
Above all people.
All people. Did you get that? The Most High said he made us a special people above all people, okay, above himself, okay? Above all people unto himself. Go ahead, Art.
That are upon the face of the earth.
The Most High said upon the face of the earth. Okay, we're those special people that everybody want to emulate, man. Okay, we're the people that everybody love to be like. Every time we do something, okay, everybody want to emulate us. All right, we're the people. That's right. Hip hop. How the hell can a black man? You gonna make $1 billion off of talking about drugs and shooting? Who does that? Other than us, man. Okay, every time the black woman, the way her body is built, you got white woman now copying off the black woman now, injecting and being a generic version, okay, of a black woman. Who does that? Okay, there you go. She want baby hair. Sports. Who dominate? Who can cook better? Colonel Sanders, the damn thief. Okay, went and stole the damn recipe, right, from Miss Whitberg. Okay, that's right. That's right. In Louisville, paid her $2,100. Okay, for a recipe. You know damn well white people can't fry chicken, brother. Okay, them damn Chinese people can't fry chicken either, man.
That's right.
Okay, but we're the special people, okay, that the Bible's speaking about. I'm gonna let the young man come back. I don't want to hog up all the time. Come on.
Take your time, man.
All praises the elder was bringing out, man. So you understand what the elder was saying, brother?
I overstand.
All praises. Did you get a flyer? Somebody get this brother a flyer.
Yeah, I got one, man.
All praises. Because really, the main thing we really want you to know, brother, is you are Israelite according to the Bible, man. Let me get Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Right, this is the main message we want you to know, brother, before you go, all right? Right, so you got a flyer. Right, we got all our information and YouTube channel on that flyer, right? Huh?
Like if I see another, I don't say shalom, or what do I say?
What you mean?
I'm just trying to greet you, brother. You know what I'm saying? It's where y'all live.
Right.
So, like if I see y'all on the street, how do I?
Just say, this brother, we say shalom or shalom. It just means peace, like you were saying. Right, but we want you on our side, brother. Right? Right?
Today is the Sabbath.
Right. See, you know some stuff, brother. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta do this right here, brother. Read what you got.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and verse 13.
Right.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Right, so this is the main message we want you to get, brother. You listening, brother?
Praise.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
Right, so this is the main message we want you to get, brother. All right.
Fear God and keep His commandments.
Say it again.
Fear Yahweh and keep His commandments.
So that's what the Lord wants you to do, brother. He wants you to fear Him, and you do that by keeping His commandments, right? So we know you got some knowledge and stuff. So you know you got to cut right. So we got a school, brother. That's why they gave you a flyer. We got a YouTube channel, right? Come to our school and get further edification, right? Cause we go build with you, brother.
I live in Raleigh. Fayetteville. I moved to Fayetteville. How can we get this?
What you mean?
Other than online.
We got some brothers in Fayetteville, but our school out here in Raleigh, brother. If you can make it out, just come to our school, right? Contact somebody on that flyer and they'll give you the address to our school. Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22, verse 12.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt make thee fringes upon the four corners of thy vesture.
Right.
Wherewith thou comest thyself.
Go to Numbers 15 and 37. Right, so you hear what that brother brought out? The Lord said it's commandment for you to have fringes on, brother. You see how all these brothers got these tassels at the bottom of their shirt? Right.
That's right.
That's right. Right. All praises. Yeah, all praises, but that's what we out here for. We out here for our people, right? Read what you got.
15:37. Numbers.
Con, read that.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15 and verse 37.
Right. Listen to this, brother.
And Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, verse 38, speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak to who?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
What is this brother right here?
Speak unto the children of Israel.
The Lord is speaking to you right now, brother. Listen up, read that.
And bid them that they make them fringes.
Right, so the Lord bringing it out again. He said you got to have fringes on, but why? Read.
In the borders of their garments,
right,
throughout their generation.
No, just for a certain period of time.
Throughout their generation.
Right, so the Lord said that you got to have fringes on, brother. Your kids got to have fringes on, and they kids got to have fringes on, right, forever and ever. Read.
And that they put upon the fringe,
right,
of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right, so like when you look around, you see all the brothers we got. It don't matter what color fringes you got on, but you got to have a blue ribbon, right, on your fringes. Read.
Verse 39.
Right.
And it shall be unto you for a fringe.
Right, so the Lord finna tell you exactly why He told us to do this. Read.
That ye may look upon it,
right,
and remember.
And what?
And remember.
Read.
All the commandments.
All the what?
All the commandments,
right,
of the Lord.
Right, so we wear these to remember all the rest of the commandments, right? So, like I said, well, you got a shirt now, brother. So, Lord willing, you come back. Right, you can throw it on right now. Can you feel it? All praise. Oh, okay, all praise. That's what I'm talking about. That's that zeal, man. All praise to the Most High, man. Get that brother a hand, man. Get that brother a hand, man. All praises, man. See, That's beautiful right there, man. Let me get go to the book of Luke chapter 15 and verse 10. Luke 15 and 10. Right? Come on, finish that out.
To remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
And do what?
To remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them.
Right? So that's it on that, right? So we want read that. Read what you got. Listen to this, brother.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 15, verse 10.
Right.
Now, likewise, I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels.
There's what?
There's joy in the presence of the angels.
Right, so the Lord said the angels are rejoicing right now. They in the heavens turning up. But let's see why. Read that.
Of Yahawah.
Right.
Over the sinner.
Over the what?
Over the sinner.
Right.
That repented.
What did this brother just do?
That repented.
All praises. So, but the Lord just had the angels recording that, brother. Right, so the Lord just seen you repent, man. You ain't had no fringes on, now you got the fringes on, brother. Right? So it's joy to the Most High and to the angels to see you do that, brother. Right? All praises. So you got any more questions, brother? We gonna see you come to the school, right?
I don't know when I'm gonna be back down here in Raleigh. Cause I live in Fayetteville.
Yeah, right.
This was on. It wasn't supposed to be like no back and forth trip.
Yeah, I feel. Yeah, we got brothers out there in Fayetteville.
But check this out,
right?
I know for a fact. I'm gonna check out Fayetteville. I know for a fact.
You should say that again, brother.
I'm going to the one in Fayetteville. I know for a fact that I'm gonna check out your brothers in Fayetteville.
Oh, that camp. Yeah, it's a camp out there called Fishermen for Zion.
I'm gonna find them.
Yeah, we don't got their information though, but you can look them up on YouTube. They might have the information out there.
Now,
they might be a little closer to you.
Once you sanctified yourself and brought yourself among the brethren, if you fall short in sin, how do I go about that?
What you mean?
I ain't got too much hair to cut and mourn. You see what I'm saying? It's how do you repent?
How do you repent? You said, how do you repent? That's a good question, brother. Go to Acts 3:19. Go to 2 Corinthians.
Supposed to rend your clothes, put ashes all over your face and shave your head. That was the old way of doing it. Now I'm asking us, how do I do it?
I mean, you ain't necessarily have to do all that, brother, but we gonna show you. This is what you got.
This is the book of Acts. Chapter
7:14
and verse 19.
7 and 14.
Repent ye therefore, what? Repent ye therefore,
right?
And be converted.
And be what?
And be converted.
Right, so the word converted means to be changed, brother. So that's how you gotta start. You gotta change your lifestyle, right? Cause you can't repent and still be doing the same thing that you was doing before, right? So you right now, you just repented. You asked me, how do you repent? Brother, you just took the first step to repentance. Cause you didn't have no fringes on and the brother gave you a shirt and then you put your fringes on.
Right.
So you gotta keep that same spirit. You gotta pray to the Lord and ask him to keep you in that same spirit, right? So read what you got. Where you at? I said 2 Corinthians 7 and 14.
7:14.
Come.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 7, verse 14.
Right.
If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves.
Shall do what?
Shall humble themselves.
What this brother just do?
Shall humble themselves.
And you humbled yourself, brother, because most of our people, we tell you got to put fringes on. They're like, oh no, I ain't finna do all that. That look funny, and they walk away, right? But you want to do what the Lord said, right? Read that.
And pray.
And do what?
And pray.
Right.
And seek my face.
And do what?
And seek my face.
Right.
And turn from their wicked ways.
And do what?
And turn from their wicked ways.
How do you repent?
And turn from their wicked ways.
Right.
Then will I hear from heaven.
Right, so that's how the Most High gonna hear you. You gotta turn from your wickedness, brother. You know, I don't know whatever you be doing in your life, but if you smoking cigarettes, then you repent by stop doing that. You gotta stop doing that, right? If you ain't got no fringes on, you gotta put fringes on. If you breaking the Sabbath day, you gotta stop breaking the Sabbath day, right? Right? And it's that simple, right? So what else did you have? You had something else before that? Oh yeah, go ahead and finish that off.
And will forgive their sin.
Right?
And will heal their land.
Right, all praises. So go to wherever you was at. Read that.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 119, verse 59.
Right.
I thought on my ways.
I did what?
I thought on my ways.
Right.
And turned my feet unto thy testimony.
Right.
I made haste.
What you gotta do?
I made haste.
What you gotta do?
I made haste.
Right, so that's our forefather David. He said, look, I made haste. That means he didn't waste no time. You gotta do it right now, brother. Cause destruction is coming to America, man. Right? Right, so if you wanna make it, brother, you gotta, it should be in your best interest to start repentance from this day forward. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, and the young prince is absolutely correct. And what you got to understand is that this place called America, give me like a 2 and 10. This place called America, not only was the so-called black man, woman, and child brought over here in slavery, but this is not our rest, man. This is not our place of rest. Okay, like the young prince is bringing out, you got to return yourself back to the Most High. And one of the things that you got to do, that was the first step that you did right there. But the things that's going on in society and the way that America has taught us, okay, in society is all wrong. Okay, the way that they got our people going to church on Sunday, okay, listening to a pastor that's lying to them. Okay, one of the biggest things that the black man, black woman got to get over here in America is this guy right here. This is a real man right here, okay, but his name is Caesar Borgia. Okay, this is one of the biggest pictures that was put up in the 1400s for white supremacy. Okay, to dumb you down, okay, into what? Uphold, okay, the American tradition. Okay, now what you got to understand is this. What America stands for is totally adverse, okay, to the scriptures in the Bible. The Bible says one thing, King Rhyme, okay, but America always does another. Okay, that's what you got to understand, like celebrating Mother's Day, 4th of July, Thanksgiving. You can't go in the Bible and find none of those things, Mark 7 and 7. Okay, you can't go in the Bible and find where it says celebrate Mother's Day. If you love your mother, call up every day and then give her flowers and tell her that you love her. How you gonna just let a damn white man tell you what to do, how to raise your kids, give them the shot, put to teach them in school? Okay, schools and the educational systems in America is so flagrantly flawed, man. Okay, everything that they teach you and teaching black kids in school is a damn lie, man. Columbus discovered America. Okay, the so-called white men, the indentured servants, they did the same thing and they went through the same thing as the black people. That's a damn lie, man. Lewis and Clark, the explorers, they don't tell you how much Lewis and Clark stole, okay, from Florida all the way to California, okay, and working the hell out of the damn North American Indians and killing them along the way. They don't tell you that, do they? Read Micah 2 and 10 for the sisters right here. Come on.
This is the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 10.
There you go.
Arise ye and depart.
Yes, the Most High wants you to do this, brother. He wants you to arise and depart, okay, out of the ways of America, because this place gonna get you killed, man. Okay, cigarette smoking, okay, smoking marijuana, okay, the ways and the thinking, celebrating so-called holidays, eating pork. Don't you know there's 613 laws in the Bible, okay, not only 10, and they're broken down into 4 different departments. You got your moral laws, which tells you morally what to do. Like a man can't be a homosexual, a man can't, and a woman can't be a damn lesbian. Right. Don't you know that? How can they procreate? That's what I don't understand. Black people never question nothing that these Europeans put on you, man. If the white man pushing be a homosexual, how the hell can life procreate after that? 2 men can't bring a baby back, just like 2 women can't bring a baby back. Life would end as we know it, okay, with homosexuality. Okay, but they get mad and they get upset. Okay, and brothers like us, we come out and read out of the Bible things that the Heavenly Father don't agree with. Come on.
For this is not your rest.
Hey, Brother Jordan, the Most High said, this place ain't our rest. When you read the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, the Most High said, we was going to be brought over here as slaves. Don't you know this is a curse, man, that we're living up under? Black people, we haven't gotten it yet, that the marching and the singing and the dancing and the shuffling and the voting and the marching, your kids getting killed. Don't you know you can go in Deuteronomy 28th chapter and read about slavery? You can read about the police killing our young men. You can read about the black man leaving the homes, okay, all black men, that's right, brother. Okay, don't you know you can read about how we would go to the war of all our enemies, okay, for every damn thing? Okay, but the main curse is upon us is that the Heavenly Father said we was going to complete our curses, okay, and that we're up under. Voting ain't going to get it yet. Knock, 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 black man, black woman, don't you know that the damn white man don't like you? Okay, don't you know he hasn't liking you? Okay, over 400 years. Finish up, brother.
Because it is polluted.
The Most High said this place is polluted. Okay, that's why you can't get a clean glass of water out here. The air is polluted. And mainly your minds is polluted. That's the reason why the black man worships this damn God right here, man. Okay, Caesar Borgia. Okay, the same damn man that put you in slavery, okay, and got the shackles around your damn ankles now. We still worship this damn man. Knock, knock, black man. Knock, knock. Is anybody home? The white man and the white woman has never liked us. Knock, knock, black man and black woman. The white man, it ain't his damn job, okay, to like you. This happens every time with me. It ain't the white man's job to like us. Okay, you understand what I'm saying? It ain't his job to like you. Okay, because how you gonna let the slave master, okay, gonna come and put you in shackles of slavery? Now you begging the same damn slave master to love you. Okay, the white man's proven through history and proven through time that he don't love you, man. The more you love your damn slave master, that's the more the damn white man hates your damn guts. And it's about time we woke up. Finish up, brother. We gonna hold you here a little longer, Jordan. Walk through one more scripture. Come on, one more. Go ahead.
It shall destroy you.
The Most High said this place gonna destroy you. Come on and read it, brother. We gonna hold me a little longer. Mark 7:7.
The book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 7.
Come on with it.
Howbeit in vain.
The Most High said this, Jordan. He said, howbeit in vain, okay, meaning null and void, meaning no value. The Most High said, howbeit in vain, do what?
Do they worship
Do our people worship
me?
him, okay? Meaning what? Our people worship the Most High in vain. You can't go in the Bible and find Mother's Day. You know that, Jordan. Where it says go in the Bible and dress your kids up, okay, in costumes and Ninja Turtles, okay, and go around begging people for damn candy on their damn door. Talking about, and then you get mad and want to hold a damn press conference with a needle the size of a damn stick. Okay, get stuck in your kid's throat, man. Now you want to hold a press conference. You can't go in the Bible and find where it says celebrate Halloween, Jordan. That's totally impossible. Go ahead.
Do they worship me?
Yeah, the Most High said in vain. Okay, do our people worship him, teaching for what?
For doctrines.
Doctrines, the commandments of what?
The commandments of men.
That's Halloween, it's a commandment of man. 4th of July, that's a commandment of man. George Washington birthday, that's a commandment of man. 4th of July, that's a commandment of man. Thanksgiving, that's a commandment of man. That was when John Winthrop, listen real good, John Winthrop, okay, during the time of the Peacoat Massacre, he went and slaughtered, okay, over 25,000 Peacoat Indians. That's where Thanksgiving came from. That's where the game soccer came from. That's where the so-called white man was going around cutting the Indian chiefs' heads off and kicking them around, and that's how the game of soccer came up. But our people all day long, turkey represents what? The body of the North American Indians. The cranberry sauce represents what? The blood. There you go. And when they chopped the damn head off, that was representing what? The turkey, the stuffing represents the guts. That was stomped out of your damn brothers. And our people to this day, what they do? Happy Thanksgiving. That's right, brother. Anytime you celebrate Thanksgiving, you go to somebody's house, you think about your brothers being slaughtered during the time of Thanksgiving.
My mother's birthday was just 2 days ago.
Right.
She got mad because I didn't call her and say happy birthday.
Right.
I haven't celebrated holidays.
Good for you.
Holidays.
Good.
2 years.
Good. Good for you, brother. All praise to the Most High.
All praise to the Most High. So, you got any more questions, brother?
Man, what's your name? Can I get a name?
Well, the name of the camp, or
Yeah.
we Yahawah's camp.
YAHAWAH'S camp.
Yahawah's camp.
All right.
Should be on the fly.
I got that flyer. I tucked it already. Bless you, man. Thank y'all so much.
Are you finna head out?
Well, it's supposed to be a Children's Day. They supposed to be over here.
Okay.
But I saw y'all and had to come.
All praises. That was the spirit, man. That was the spirit, man. All praises. Man's goings are of the Lord, man.
Thank you, man.
All praises. All right, you too. Shalom, brother. All right, so we go. I guess we just go get back to the lesson, man. You know, it was beautiful. The brother came up. Right, he got some fringes on, man. Lord willing. You know, if he don't come back to our camp, maybe he find a camp out there in Fayetteville or something. It don't matter as long as he get the word, man. Right? So let me get the book of 1 Maccabees 11 to 21. Let me get the book of John chapter 13 and verse 34, right? Because we was out here talking about, right, before the brother came up, about, you know, the condition of our people and the mind state of our people, right? Because our people always want to cleave to our enemies, man. Like what happened last week when the damn Palestinians was marching down the street. You seen so-called black men and black women marching with our enemies, man. Right. And the Lord not dealing with that, because if that's the mind state you in these last days, you gonna be destroyed, man. Right. So read what you got.
This the book of 1 Maccabees.
Right.
Verse 21.
11 and 21.
It's like 11.
Come.
Oh, you can laugh at that.
Right.
It's the book of Maccabees, chapter 11, verse 21.
Right.
Then certain ungodly persons
Right.
who hated their own people.
What do our people do?
Hated our own people.
What do our people do?
Hated our own people.
Right, so most of our people, we hate each other, man. We hate our own people, right? And your actions prove it, man. Why would you be marching with the same people that's your enemies, man? Right? So-called black man, so-called black woman, they always want to involve themselves in something that ain't got nothing to do with them, man. Right? Even at this damn park, you see so-called black woman walking with the so-called white man, right? Eve cleaving to these other nations because she think it benefit her and they got some money, they got good credit or whatever, right? So you hate your own people. Read that again from the top.
This the book of First Maccabees,
Right.
chapter 11, verse 21.
Right.
Then certain ungodly persons
Right.
who hated their own people.
Who did what?
Hated their own
What
people.
these so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans do?
Hated their own people.
Right, because we out here to show you how to get to the kingdom of heaven, man. Right? Hey, brother, you got a minute to hear the words of the Lord? Hey, sister, you got a minute to hear the words of the Lord? Oh, no, we got to go. Right? I got something to do. Right? So you hate your own people. We out here trying to give you love, man. Trying to show you how to keep the Lord's commandments so you can make it. But our people don't want to hear that, man. Right? Let me get Hosea 4 and 6. Read what you got.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 13 and verse 34.
Read.
A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another.
What Yahawah say?
That ye love one another.
No, that we love these other heathens.
That ye love one another.
No, we love all these other nations.
That ye love one
No,
another.
we gotta love the so-called white man.
That ye love one another.
So the Lord said you gotta love one another, man. Cause we not gonna get out of this condition if you hate your own people, man. Right?
That's right.
Our people always want to involve themselves in something that ain't got nothing to do with them, man. Right? Always worrying about what all these other nations going through, man. The Lord put them through that, man. Talking about, oh, we gonna pray for Palestine. Oh, we need to pray for Palestine. Oh, you want to pray for Israel. You shouldn't be praying for these people, man. The hell you praying for people that's in a better condition than you, man? Right? You need to pray for your own people that's out here bugged out on damn crack, man.
That's right.
Pray for your own people that's out here getting shot down by the police, man. Why don't you pray for the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American woman that's out here coming up missing by the thousands every single year, man? Pray for your own kids that's out here getting kidnapped, right, and snatched up by the so-called white man. Why don't you pray for your own people that's out here getting killed in damn drive-bys, man?
Teach them up.
Right? But you want to pray for all these other nations, man. They're doing better than you, man. That's how you know our people hate each other. We hate our own people, man.
That's right.
We need to pray for each other and stop worrying about all these other damn nations, man.
That's right.
Read that again from the top.
St. John, chapter 13 and verse 34.
Right?
A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another, as I loved you.
As what?
As I have loved you.
That's it on that?
That ye also love one another.
Right, so we gotta love one another the same way that Christ loved the nation of Israel, man. Do you really think the Lord got on the cross and was tortured and got put to death for you to be walking hand in hand with your damn enemy, man? What type of sense do that make, man? Right. The Lord didn't get up on the cross and die for us for you to be walking with your damn enemy, man, and your oppressors, man.
That's right.
But most of our people not gonna get that, man.
That's right.
That's why the Lord said this. Read what you got up.
This is the book of Hosea, chapter 4, verse 6.
Right. Let me get Proverbs 11 and 21.
Are destroyed.
With all the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
My people are destroyed.
Right.
For lack of knowledge.
For what?
For lack of knowledge.
What the Lord say?
For lack of knowledge.
And most of our people destroyed, man. And you know they destroyed because why the hell would you be walking with the same people, right? You marching with the same people that's in your neighborhood selling your kids cigarettes and Black and Miles, man. Right? Come in your neighborhood and set up shops and rape and rob from your people, man. They take that money that they get from you and they go back to their own country and flourish. Why you still in the damn ghettos and the slums, man? Right? Marching with the same people that kill and oppress you, man. Read that again from the top.
This is the book of Hosea,
Right.
chapter 4, verse 6.
Right.
My people
Right.
are destroyed
Right.
for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge.
And you reject knowledge, man. We out here telling you, right, about the scriptures all day, every day. Telling you, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, that you God-chosen people, and you got to come back to His commandments in these last days. But you don't want to hear that, man. Right? You too worried about what's going on with Palestine and all these other nations, right? You crying and weeping for the wrong people. Read on.
I will also reject thee.
But the Lord gonna do the 2/3 of our people,
Will also reject thee.
right?
That thou shalt be no priest to me.
Right? Because you can't serve the Lord while you damn cleaving to your damn enemies, man. It's not gonna work out. And our people need to come out of this mind state in these last days, or you will be destroyed, man. Let me get the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, and I want verse 14. Right? Read what you got.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 11 and verse 21.
Right?
Though hand join in hand,
What the Lord say?
though hand join in hand,
Right? And most of our people hand joining hand with their damn enemies, man. Eve out here holding hand in hand with Esau, right? Jake out here holding hand in hand with the damn white woman. Our people was last week holding hand in hand with the Palestinians, right? But what the Lord say? Read that.
though hand join in hand, the wicked,
The what?
the wicked,
What's the so-called white man?
The wicked.
So-called Chinese man?
The wicked.
Right? What's the so-called Palestinians?
The wicked.
All these other nations?
the wicked
Right, shall what?
shall not be unpunished.
So you can hold on to these people's hands, but the Lord said their judgment is written, and He still gonna put them to death, man.
That's right.
So it don't matter what you do, the Lord got a judgment written for all these other nations, man. And there ain't nothing you can do about it, man.
That's right.
So read what you got, cause the Lord not going to destroy the heathens that you hand in hand with, but you got a judgment coming to you as well. So let me get the book of Isaiah chapter 54 and go to verse 15. Read what you got.
This is the book of Isaiah,
Right.
chapter 13, verse 14.
Right.
And it shall be as a chastened rod,
Right,
and as a sheep that no man taketh up.
right.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
What the Lord say?
Every man turn to his own people.
Now we all gonna come together.
Every man turn to his own people.
So when you hand in hand with your enemies, man, you breaking the laws of the Lord, man. You going against what the Lord said, man. The Lord said every man got to come to his own people in these last days, man. Right? We gonna see how much these so-called Palestinians feel about you in these last days when these race wars pop off, man. We gonna see if they still like you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. You gonna be the first ones that's gonna get put to death. Read that.
And flee everyone into his own land.
Right?
Verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
What the Lord say? Come.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
What's gonna happen to these so-called Negroes that's holding hands with their enemy?
Shall be thrust through.
Right? Because the Lord said He got enemies, man. Right? And the Lord said if you riding with the ops, you gonna be down with the ops, man.
That's right.
People think the Lord ain't got no enemies, man. The Lord gonna be killing all these other nations, and if He catch you holding hand in hand with Him, He gonna put you to death as well, man.
That's right.
Read on.
And everyone that is joined unto them,
That is what?
that is joined unto them,
Right?
shall fall by the sword.
Shall what?
Shall fall by the sword.
So the Lord said you gonna get put to death, man, if you don't come back and love your own people and start keeping His commandments, man. Right? Cause all this marching out, all these damn race mixing, Jake wanna cleave to these other nations and march with them, right? The Lord not dealing with that, man. Let me get the book of Psalm chapter 144 and go to verse 1. Read what you got. 54 and 15.
This is the book of the prophet Isaiah,
Right.
chapter 54 and verse 15.
Right.
Behold, they shall surely gather together.
What they do last week?
They shall surely gather together.
So the Lord said all these nations surely go gather together, right? Right? Because you had the so-called Palestinians marching, and you had so-called Blacks and Hispanics and Native Americans marching with them, right? So read on.
But not by me.
What the Lord say?
But not by me.
Because the Lord not dealing with that, man. The Lord didn't set that up, man. The Lord said all these other nations, right? They gotta go back to their own people. But you got our people want to hold hands in hand with their damn enemies, man.
That's right.
Marching with people they ain't got nothing to do with them at all, right? Read on.
Whosoever shall gather together against thee, right, shall fall for thy sake.
Shall what?
Shall fall for thy sake.
Right, so the Lord said you gonna fall, man, if you keep marching with your damn enemies, man.
That's right.
Even though most of our people think that, you know, marching for Black Lives Matter, right? That's still infiltrated by the damn enemy, man.
That's right.
Damn homosexuals, lesbians, and damn the so-called white man.
Bring it up.
Ran by damn Edomites, man. So Black Lives Matter ain't gonna do nothing for our people, man. Right? All these organizations, marching period is not gonna do nothing for us, man. Read what you got,
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 144, verse 4.
Right.
Man is like to vanity. His days are as a shadow that passeth away.
Right.
Verse 5.
Where you at? 144 and go to verse 2. Come on. Psalm 144 and go to verse 2. What's like? Go to verse 1. 144 and 1.
Psalms 144, verse 1.
Right out.
Blessed be the Most High, my strength.
What King David say?
Blessed be the Most High, my strength.
Right.
Which teacheth my hands to war.
No, that teaches my feet to march.
Teacheth my hands to
No,
war.
that teaches my hands to throw up a damn sign saying no justice, no peace.
Teacheth my hands to war.
That teaches my hands to go up in the air for Black Lives Matter.
Teacheth my hands to
So
war.
the Lord said he teacheth our hands to war, man.
That's right.
And you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans need to get ready for the wars that's coming upon the earth, man.
That's right.
And you're not gonna be ready if you damn hand in hand with the same people that's gonna put you to death, man.
That's right.
Read on.
And my fingers to fight.
In my what?
And my fingers to fight.
Right, so the Lord said he a man of war, man. And he teacheth his chosen people to be men of war as well. And you're not gonna be ready if you damn hand in hand with your oppressors, man. Jump to verse 5.
Verse 5.
Right?
Thou thy heavens, O Yahawah.
Let me get the book of Sirach chapter 36 and go to verse 2.
Thou heavens,
Right.
O Yahawah, and come down. Touch the mountain.
And do what?
Touch the mountain.
And when the Lord said he go come down and touch the mountains, he talk about all these other nations and their kingdoms, right? So the Lord go come down and visit all these kingdoms of these other nations. Read on.
And they shall smoke.
And they shall what?
Smoke.
And they shall what?
Smoke.
And that's talking about the fire and brimstone that's coming upon the face of the earth. Read on.
Right. Cast forth lightning.
Who we want the Lord to do to these damn heathens?
Cast forth lightning.
Right?
And scatter them.
Right?
Shoot out the arrows.
Do what?
Shoot out the
What is
arrows.
the nuclear weapons that's coming to America?
Shoot out thine arrows.
Right?
And destroy them.
And do what?
And destroy
What we
them.
want the Lord to do to these so-called white people?
And destroy
What we
them.
want the Lord to do to these damn Palestinians?
And destroy
What we want the
them.
Lord to do to all these other nations?
And destroy them.
Right, so unlike all you other coon-ass Negroes, we don't want to hold hand in hand with our enemy. We want the Lord to destroy all these other nations, man.
That's right.
Read on.
Verse 7.
Right?
Send thy hand from above.
Right?
Ride me and deliver me out of great water.
Right? Because we want the Lord to deliver us out of this damn captivity that we in, man. Because we sick of being oppressed, man. We sick of being damn working 60, 70 hours a week. Can barely pay your damn bills, man. Out here getting killed by the police, right? And they get a damn paid vacation, man. We sick of that. Read on.
From the hand of strange children.
With all these other nations,
Strange children.
right?
Verse 8. Whose mouth speaketh vanity.
Who's what?
Whose mouth speaketh vanity.
Right?
And the right hand is the right hand of falsehood.
Right, because all these other nations, they speak vanity, man, and falsehood, man. Right? The damn Palestinian, right, last week, the damn Palestinian girl came up talking about, oh, what about the babies and all this and all they killing our people? That's vanity, man. The Lord don't give a damn about your people, man.
That's right.
Talking about they killing your babies. What about our babies that was getting fed to alligators, man?
That's right.
All these millions of so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American babies that come up missing every single year, man.
That's right.
Right? And we don't give a damn about the so-called Palestinian babies, man.
Right.
Talking about all our people getting killed. Well, your stupid ass shouldn't be in that land anyways, man. That's our land, man.
That's right.
Our people trying to cleave to these damn nations, man.
That's right.
They over there fighting over our land, and you want to march with them.
That's right.
The so-called Palestinians, which really are the damn Ishmaelites, and the damn Jewish people, which are the Amalekites, according to the Bible, right? They over there fighting over our land, man.
That's right.
They shouldn't be in that land anyways, man. I don't want the violence to stop. I want more violence, man. I want more death and destruction to you damn Palestinians and you damn Amalekites, man.
That's right.
I want more death and destruction, man. I hope they kill each other, man.
Bring it on.
Right?
Bring it out.
So keep reading on.
Verse 9.
It's like, no, that's it on that. Read what you got.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 36 and verse 2, right? And see thy fear upon all nations that seek not after thee.
Right?
Verse 3. Lift
That was
up.
verse 2?
Yeah, gone.
Jump to verse, read verse 3 and then jump to 7.
Gone. Verse 3. Lift up thine hand against the strange nations.
Against the what?
Lift up thy hand against the strange
The
nations.
so-called white man?
The strange nations.
So-called Palestinians?
The strange nations.
Right, read.
And let them see thy power.
And let them see what?
Thy power.
So we want all these other nations to see the power of YAHAWAH'S, man. We want them to see all these race wars, all these nuclear missiles, all this death destruction, and all this fire and brimstone that's coming upon these heathens, man. Read that.
Verse 7, right? Raise up indignation, what? Raise up indignation,
Right.
and pour out wrath.
And do what?
And pour out wrath,
Right.
Take away the adversary.
What are the so-called Palestinians?
Take away the adversary.
So-called Amalekites?
Take away the adversary.
So we want the Lord to take these people away, man. We don't want them marching up and down the street and be marching with them, man. We want the Lord to destroy all these damn heathens, man. Because we want our land back, man. They over there fighting over our land, man. And our people don't even realize that. They want to march with these people. Talking about, oh, I feel bad. Damn Eve last week with the damn Palestinian girl talking about, oh, that's my best friend. Your best friend over there, they over there fighting over your land, man.
That's right.
They ain't my damn best friend. I want the Lord to destroy these people, man.
That's right.
Right, read on.
And destroy the enemy.
What we want the Lord to do?
Destroy the enemy.
So we want the Lord to destroy all our enemies, man. Right? But our people are here holding hand in hand with them, right? Because these people lives don't matter, man. That damn Palestinian girl talking about, our kids and families getting killed. Well, your life don't matter, man. Jake out here winning damn all lives matter signs. We not about that, man.
That's right.
The only lives that matter to the Lord is the lives of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, man. Right? So the only lives that matter is the people that's on this sign right here, man.
That's right.
Only Israelite lives matter, man.
That's right.
Read what you got.
This is the book of St. Matthew,
Right.
chapter 15, verse 26.
Right, because our people, they always want to cleave to these other nations, right? And they always want to cast what the Lord gave them to all these other heathens. Read that.
But he answered
Right.
and said,
Right.
it is not meet to
Right.
take the children's
Let me get the
bread
book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 4. Right, read on.
and to cast it to dogs.
Read it again from the top out.
This is the book of St. Matthew,
Right.
chapter 15,
Right.
verse 26. But he answered and said,
Right.
it is not meet to take the children's bread
Right.
and to cast it to dogs.
Right, so the Lord said it's not good to take your heritage, man, right, and cast it to these other heathens, man, because they ain't got nothing to do with that, right? And what are all this, what is this bread that the Lord's speaking about? Right, read what you got. Come on.
Romans chapter 9 and verse 3.
Bring it out.
For I wish that myself were accursed from Hamashiach,
Right,
for my brethren,
right,
my kinsmen,
Right.
according to the flesh. Verse 4. Who are Israelites?
who are what?
Who are
The
Israelites?
so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans.
Who are Israelites?
Right.
To whom pertaineth the adoption
So this is what the Lord talking about, that bread, right? Read on.
and the glory,
Right.
and the covenants,
And the what?
and the covenants,
Right.
and the giving of the law,
Right.
and the service of God.
That's verse 5.
Verse 4.
All right, read verse 5.
And the promises, verse 5, whose are the fathers, and of whom, as concerning the flesh, Hamashiach came.
Right, so the kingdom of heaven is for us and all the covenants, right? But you got a question, sister? How you doing, sister? You got a question?
No.
All right, you know who you are according to the Bible?
Can you tell me?
Oh, you most definitely could do that. All praise. That's a blessing. So first off, right, you see the sign right here? Do you see yourself on this sign?
I mean, my guess is Judah. I was born in America.
Okay, so your father, he is so-called African American?
Yes, I guess. I don't know who my paternal father is.
Okay, you ain't never met him? All praise. Right, so let's see, cause you say you from the tribe of Judah, right? All praises. So we gonna show you who you are according to the Bible, right? So look, go to Deuteronomy 28 and start at verse 15.
Right, bring it
We're
up.
gonna break it down simple for you, sister, right? Cause before you walk away, we want you to know who you are. So read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
Right?
chapter
28 and 15.
verse 28, chapter 28, verse 15.
Right.
But it shall come to pass, if thou
Deuteronomy
wilt not
29:1.
hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Right, so this is Moses speaking, right? He said he talking to a certain group of people, but we want you to know who you talking to, right? So read what you got, 29:1. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 29 and verse 1.
Right.
These are the words of the covenant,
Right.
which the Lord commanded Moses,
Right.
to make with the children of Israel.
Right.
With the children of Israel.
Who the Lord talking to?
The children of Israel.
Right. So who is the Lord speaking through Moses? Who is he talking to in this passage?
The children of Israel?
Right. So this the people who he talking to, right? So let's see all the curses that the Lord's speaking of, right? And see who this fits today. So read on in 28 and 15.
But it shall come to pass,
Right.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
Right.
to observe, to do all his commandments,
Right.
and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Right.
that all these curses,
Now all these what?
all these curses
Right.
shall come upon thee and overtake.
So the Lord said if the Israelites don't keep his law, statutes, and commandments, right, he gonna send curses upon them. So we both know that curses is something that's real bad, right? Right, so let's see some of these curses, right? Because remember, the Lord is talking to the Israelites, right? So we go see what nation of people this fit today. So read the first curse.
Verse 16,
Right?
cursed shall not be in the city.
What the Lord say?
Cursed shall not be in the city.
So the Lord said for breaking his commandments that the Israelites is going to be cursed in the city, right? So what nations of people is cursed around the cities in the world today?
Sorry, say that again.
What nation of people around the cities, all the cities around the world, what nation of people is cursed in the cities?
I don't know.
Okay, well, let me say it like this. Who live in the ghettos and the slums of the cities?
I guess black people, but
Right.
there are also other poor minorities.
Okay, but who's the main one that's in the projects? Who's the main one that's on welfare, right? Who the main one that's in gang violence?
I guess African Americans.
Okay, right. And so-called Hispanics and Native Americans, right? So far, that one curse fit our people, right? So, but you got to remember, the Lord is talking to the Israelites. So read on.
And cursed shall not be in the field.
In the what?
In the field.
Right, so who was in the cotton fields, right? Who was in the tobacco fields, the sugarcane fields, right? But who were the slaves?
Black people.
Right, so that's another curse that fit our people, right? So read on.
Verse 17. Cursed shall not be thy basket and thy store.
Right, so who own all these major businesses around here, right? Who own all the banks? Is it our people? Do we really own that stuff? Right, we really don't own nothing, right?
That's the problem. We don't have generational wealth.
Right, because we have generational curses.
That's right.
Right, so go to the book of, go to verse 46. Verse 46. Right, so we reading the curses out of the Deuteronomy, right? And the Lord says he's speaking to the children of Israel, but we seeing who these curses fit today to identify these people. So read on.
Verse 46.
Right?
And they shall be upon thee for a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
For a what?
For a sign.
So a sign is used as an identification marker to identify something, right? So right here, this sign says Marbles Kids Museum, right? But if it didn't have that sign, we wouldn't know what that place was, right? So the Lord said these curses is going to be upon the Israelites for a sign. So 5,000 years later, you can tell who the Israelites are by these curses in this Bible, right? So that's what the Lord is saying. So read on.
And for a wonder.
Right?
And upon thy seed forever.
For what?
Forever.
Right?
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness,
right,
and with gladness,
right,
of heart, for the abundance of all things.
Right.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy.
Shalt thou what?
Serve thy enemy.
Right? So the Lord said that the Israelites gonna have to serve their enemies, right? So read on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
Right?
In hunger.
And what?
In hunger.
So, right, it said in hunger. So our people, whenever we hungry, right, who do we have to go to get something to eat, right? Do we own what's that, Waffle House? They got the cookout. They got
typically no. So
right.
We're living off of government assistance.
Right.
Or if we're students in college, we're living off of student loans.
And that's a
government.
Right, that's a curse. So the Lord is saying that we gotta go to our enemies when we hungry, right? Because we don't own none of these businesses, none of these supermarkets. We don't own Chick-fil-A, Waffle House, Cookout, none of that, right? Not so much, right? Because we don't own none of these businesses around here or none of these restaurants, right? We work in them, but we don't own them, right? You might see a so-called black manager or whatever, supervisor, but we don't own these stores, right? So read on.
And in thirst.
And in what?
And in thirst.
So the water that come out of your faucet, you gotta pay a water bill for that. So the Lord said we gotta go to our enemies for thirst too. So if you want some water, right? You got Deer Park, you got Gatorade, you got Pepsi and all these other stuff. We don't own that neither. So we gotta go to our enemies to get something to drink, right? So read on.
And in nakedness.
And then what?
In nakedness.
So that's talking about the clothes on your back. So we have to go to another nation of people to get whatever type of clothes we want. It don't matter what brand it is, right? We don't own none of the fabrics. We don't own none of these corporations that produce the clothing, right? And what else?
And in want of all things.
And in what?
Want of all things.
So anything that you need and want in life, you have to go to your enemies for that, right? It don't matter if you want a chain, you want a death certificate, a birth certificate, right? You want to get married, right? It don't matter what you want in life, you have to go to another nation to get that, right? Read on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron.
He shall put a what?
A yoke of iron.
We ain't got that poster up here. All right. So read that again from the top.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
Upon thy what?
Upon thy neck.
Right. So the Lord said His chosen people, the Israelites, His enemy is going to put a yoke of iron upon their neck. So what nation of people had chains on their neck? Right. During the slavery times, right? Because we had chains.
We still do.
Right.
Entertainers walking around with these big chains.
Right. Right. All this life is today's modern day slavery. That's all it is, right? So that's it on that.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until he have what?
Destroyed thee.
So like you said, sister, we in modern day slavery. So our enemies, they took the chain off our neck, but they don't, right? They took the chain off our neck because we train now. We train slaves, right? They know that we not going right, but they know that we not gonna rebel against them. So they took the chains off, but we still in modern day slavery, right? That was it on that. All right, so go to the I want the one about the sicknesses first. Who was that? What was that about the? I think that's verse 61.
Yeah, 60.
60. Yeah, go to 61.
61. Verse 60.
So this is another curse that happened to the Israelite sister, right? So read that.
Also, every sickness.
Every what?
Every sickness.
Right.
And every plague.
Right.
Which is not written in the book of this law.
Right, so back then they didn't have all the names of all these sicknesses our people have today. Because when you look at AIDS and HIV, right, and syphilis, gonorrhea, when you look up who's the main people with those sicknesses, it's gonna be so-called blacks or Hispanics or Native Americans, right? Look them up, right? Or you look at most of our people eat real bad. So when you look at like gout, right, diabetes, right, stuff like that, right? We the main people that lead in those type of things, right?
That's right.
So read on.
Them will the Most High bring upon thee.
Right. So yeah, jump to verse 68. So this is the main curse to identify who the Israelites are today. Because remember, the Lord said these curses is gonna be upon us for a sign and a wonder, right? So the nation of people that identify with these curses, we gotta be the Israelites according to the Bible. So read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
right?
Chapter 28,
right?
Verse 68.
Go to that in Exodus 22.
And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into what?
Into Egypt again.
Right, so we gonna find out what that word Egypt means, because at that point in time, we already left the land of Egypt, right? So the Lord said he gonna bring us back into Egypt again, right? So read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Hold on, before you even read that, I'm gonna ask the sister. Sister, you know about the story of Moses, right? You heard about the story of Moses?
I have.
Okay, so Moses said, let my people go, right? So what people was he talking about? The Israelites, right? Because we read that. But what were they doing in Egypt? Why did Moses have to say, let my people go? What condition was the Israelites in Egypt under the Egyptians?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, we'll go read that. Read that.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2.
Right.
I am the Lord thy power,
Right.
which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt,
Right.
out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
Right, so Egypt just means bondage, right? So what does the word, you know another word for bondage?
Captive, kind of.
Captive, right, but what, it's another one we were looking for though. You're right, captive is one, but it's a certain one that, right, that we looking for. What do you know another word for captive?
Not off the top of my head.
Okay, cool. Well, let me get the book of Judah, go to 5 and 11. Go to Judah 5 and 11. Right? Yeah, Judah 5 and 11. Right? So we identify who the Israelites are in today's world, right? According to these curses, right? So we gonna break it down for you. Read that.
This is the book of Judah, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Right?
Therefore, the king of Egypt,
Right? Pharaoh, right? He's the king of Egypt. Read.
rose up against them and dealt subtilly with them,
Right?
and brought them low,
Right.
with laboring in break, and made them slaves.
Where were we in ancient Egypt?
Slaves.
Right? So when it says he gonna put you back in Egypt again after we left Egypt, the Lord is saying we gonna go back into slavery again, right? So that's what that word Egypt means, is slavery, right? So we gonna read this again from the top to get proper understanding. Read that. Read it, yeah.
This is the book of Deuteronomy.
No, just read it as written.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again.
Right, so the Lord said he gonna bring us back into slavery again, right? Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
So sister, you know how we got to this land of America? How did our people get to Jamaica and Haiti, right? To the West Indies? How did we get to these lands?
Slave ships.
Right. So the Lord just said he gonna put us back into slavery again on ships, right? And remember, the Lord is talking to the Israelites, right? So if we fit all these curses that the Lord is talking about, so who will we be today?
What's your question? Sorry.
Okay, so remember, the Lord is speaking to the Israelites. He said these curses gonna be upon them for a sign, right? So if we, as a people, so-called black people, and Hispanics and Native Americans, right? If we fit all these curses in this Bible, and the Lord said he talking to the Israelites, then who will we be according to the Bible?
Slave.
No, well, let me rephrase that, right? So look, the Lord said the Israelites gonna be cursed in the city and they gonna go into slavery on slave ships. You said today, right? The people that's cursed in the city is so-called black people, right? And so-called black people went into slavery on slave ships. So if that happened to so-called black people today, if that's our history, and that happened to the Israelites, then who will we be?
I don't know. I'm lost.
So sister, we trying to let you know that we the Israelites, because everything that the Israelites went through in the Bible, that the Lord said that they was gonna go through, that's our history, and we went through that, and we going through that today.
That's right.
Right? So when you came up here and I asked you what's your nationality, and you said tell us, we trying to tell you that you were Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
Because you and our people, we fit these curses in these scriptures.
That's right.
Right? So when somebody asks you your nationality, what you gonna say?
Israelite.
That's right. All praise to the Most High, sister. So that's who you are according to the Bible,
We
right?
also have to break these generational curses.
Right, but how do we do that though?
By property on land.
I mean, but it's
They can create more structure.
right, but it's something. But the Lord said it's a curse for us not to have our own businesses, right? So the Lord, He not gonna have us prosper in this land until it's a certain thing that we have to do, right? So matter of fact, go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. Go to Deuteronomy 10 and 12. So in order to break these generational curses, right, the Lord, it's a certain thing that the Lord wants us to do. So read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
Right.
chapter 10, verse 12.
Right.
And now, Israel.
So sister, you just found out that you an Israelite according to the Bible. So the Lord is speaking to you right now, sister. Read that.
And now, Israel,
Right.
what doeth the Most High thy power require of thee?
Right, so when you find out that you an Israelite, it's a certain thing that you have to do now, right? It's a certain thing that the Lord is looking for. Read that.
But to fear the Most High thy power.
What we gotta do?
Fear the Most High.
Right, read on.
To walk in all his ways.
To do what?
To walk in all his ways.
Right,
And to love him.
right,
And to serve the Most High Yahawah thy power.
right.
With all thy heart.
With all thy what?
With all thy heart.
Right,
And with all thy soul.
right. Read on.
To keep the commandments.
To do what?
To keep the commandments.
How we gonna break these generational curses?
To keep the commandments.
Right,
Of the Most High.
right,
And his statutes.
right,
Which I command thee this day.
right.
For thy good.
For thy what?
For thy good.
Right.
Behold.
Salaki. Now go to go to Deuteronomy 28:1, right? So the Lord said, in order to break these generational curses that you keep talking about, we have to keep his commandments, right? Because we was, from the beginning, Moses, right? The Lord told Moses, look, he had good news and he had bad news, right? Because remember, in verse 15, Moses said, if you don't keep the Lord's commandments, you're going to have curses, right? But Moses said this before he said that, right? Read that.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1.
Right.
And it shall come to pass,
Right.
if thou shalt hearken diligently,
If you shall do what?
hearken diligently,
Right.
unto the voice of the Most High thy power,
Right.
to observe and to do all his commandments,
To do what?
all his commandments,
Right.
which I command thee this day,
Right.
that the Most High Yahawah will set thee on high above all nations.
What we supposed to be?
On high above all nations.
Right, so sister, the Lord said from the beginning, before he even told us the curses, he gave us the blessings first. He said, look, if you do what I tell you to do, you gonna be the top nation on this earth and you gonna rule this whole entire planet. But we, obviously in today's world, we not in that state, right? We at the bottom, like I said, we cursed in the city, we went into slavery and we had to work for all these other nations and we had to build their kingdoms up, but we don't benefit off that, right? But from the beginning, the Lord said we're supposed to own our own businesses, right? If we would have kept the commandments, we would have had our own neighborhoods and we would have been the top nation on the earth, right? So read that.
Verse 2.
That was it on verse 1?
It just said above all nations of the
Okay, Con. So to answer your question, that's how we get out of this condition, right? That's how we break these generational curses. We got to keep the Lord's commandments, right?
That's right.
But now you know you an Israelite, and now you know how to get out of this situation. You got to keep the commandments, right? So let's give you some commandments, right? We go give you a few commandments, right? So let me go to Numbers 15 and go to 37. Right, go to Deuteronomy 22 and 5. Right, so we gonna give you a few commandments. She got a flyer already, right? You got a flyer, okay, come. All praises. So yeah, sister, we got a school. Just contact one of them numbers on there, and one of the brothers will give you the address to our school. We got a YouTube channel on there.
It's on there.
Right, email, all that. All praises. Read what you got.
Numbers 15:37.
So this is one of the commandments, sister. Because we can't give you all the commandments right now because it's over 600 commandments. So we gonna give you a few to start off with, and then Lord willing, you come through and give.
Is that like the same as the 10 Commandments that they normally give us?
Conwood, it's more than 10, right? It's more than 10 commandments, but that's all they tell you about in the church. The pastor, he only tell you that it was 10 commandments, and some churches tell you that they was done away with, but the Lord didn't say that, right? So read that.
This is the book of Numbers.
Salaki, because the commandments we finna read right now, they're not in the 10 commandments. Read that.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 37. And the Most High spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel.
Speak unto who?
The children of
What
Israel.
is this, sister?
The children of Israel.
Right,
And bid them
right.
that they make them fringes.
That they make them what?
Make them fringes.
Right, so when you look around at all these brothers around here, sister, these things at the bottom of our shirt are called fringes. These little tassels right here. Right, so the Lord said you got to get you some fringes, right? Read on.
And the borders of their garments.
Right.
Throughout their generation.
Throughout what?
their generation.
So we supposed to have fringes, and our children, we supposed to teach our children to have fringes on so they can teach their children. Read that.
And that they put on the fringe of the borders a ribbon of blue.
Right, so like I told the other brother, it don't matter what color your actual fringes are. They can be any color, but the Lord said on your fringes you have to have a ribbon of blue, right? Read that.
Verse 39. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Most High.
And do what?
And do them.
And do what?
And do them.
So the Lord said you gotta wear these fringes so you can remember to do all the rest of the commandments, right? Because you can't go off if you got your fringes on, right? Because you be like, oh no, I can't do that, I got my fringes on, right? So that's the whole point of that, right? So we gonna read you a couple more commandments, right? And I'm gonna step down and pass it on to the next speaker. Read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5.
Go to 1 Timothy 2 and 9.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
What the Lord said, read that again from the top.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
So the Lord said the Israelite woman, the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American woman, right? They can't wear things that pertain to men because we have dress codes, right? The Lord gave us a dress code. So what do our women wear that men wear? Okay, so
like
if you
pants?
right. All praises, get a sister hand, right? So the Lord is talking about pants, because when you go to the bathroom, how do you know which bathroom to go to? Do you go to the one with the dude with the pants on, or do you go to the one with the woman with the dress on?
I mean, I go to both, to be honest.
Why you?
I do. I don't. The bathroom is the bathroom.
Okay, I understand that, but I'm saying, sister, if you know. What bathroom are you supposed to go in?
I'm supposed to go into the women's bathroom.
Okay, now.
Based on societal standards.
Okay. So that's what we're trying to say, right? Because even in America, they use that because they know that the woman's supposed to have a dress on, right? So read that again.
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Right, read on.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
Right, so we're not just out here bashing our women, because the Lord said it goes both ways. So we can't be up here with dresses and skirts on. And the Lord said the woman can't have on pants on, right? Or dress like a man. So read what you got.
This is the book.
So like, because not only are you supposed to have a dress on, but it's a certain type of lip that you're supposed to have, right? Because some of our women, they wear dresses, but they were like, some of our sisters, they got on them tight sundresses and all that. Even though that's a dress, that's not how the Lord wants you to dress, right? So read that.
This is the book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2, verse 9. Bring it out. In like manner also, that the woman,
that the woman,
adorn themselves, in modest apparel.
In what?
In modest apparel.
In what?
In modest apparel.
So the Lord said our sisters have to wear modest apparel. So like I said, just because you got a dress on, it has to be modest, because you can't have on a real tight dress where it's showing your shape of your body, right? So the modest just means to, to not be revealing. So if you want to have a dress on, cover everything up, right? Make sure it's kind of loose, right? That was it on that?
With shamefacedness, and sobriety, not with broad hair, or gold, or pearls, or costly arrow.
Praise it. So let me get Matthew 4:17, and I'm gonna close up, right? So we just gave you a few commandments to start you off with, sister, but if you stick around, I'm gonna pass it on to the next speaker, and he'll further edify you. Read that.
The book of St. Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 17. From the time that Jesus began to preach and to say, repent.
Do what?
Repent. For the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Is that what?
The kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Right, so the kingdom of heaven is at hand for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? In these last days, you got to come back to the Lord and keep his law, statutes, and commandments, or you will be destroyed in these last days, right? But with that, I'm going to say, give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, and Shalom.
Shalom.